Good morning and welcome to Minerals, Rocks, and Fossil Talks. I'm your geology/paleontology teacher, Jen, and it's time for Monday Musings. We've all heard of the Cambrian explosion, hopefully because you watched my video on it, and if you have not, go check it out. It's on YouTube. But how many of you knew there was another explosion in the Devonian? That's okay, because I didn't either. I study much younger things, so I didn't really look into older stuff. Anyhow, during the Devonian period, there was a rapid colonization, diversification, and radiation of plants and fungi. Ta-da! Specifically, vascular plants were at the root of it all. Okay, it's funny if you understand vascular plants. They're the only ones that have roots. This Devonian explosion forever changed the course of life on Earth as we know it, and I don't say this lightly. Fungi were the first life forms to dominate the land. Nematophytes, like Prototaxites, shown here, towered over everything in the late Silurian period. They weren't really outmatched in size until the early Carboniferous. However, the nutrient-based glomeromycotin mycorrhizal, I'm not sure if I said that right, networks they used likely acted as facilitators for the expansion of plants into terrestrial environments. What does all that mean? It's a symbiotic relationship where fungi connect to the roots of plants to exchange nutrients. Fungi provide plants with phosphorus and nitrogen from the soil, while plants provide fungi with carbohydrates from photosynthesis. Neat, right? Now, glaciations at the end of the Silurian created lots of dry land for plants to colonize and diversify. And then a warming climate as the glacial periods ended also encouraged plant growth. Many modern clades originated during the Devonian, including ferns, lycopsids, and seed plants. Plant communities were generally similar across all continents, which makes sense. A lot of them were connected, and a lot of them are going to have very similar environments. The oldest known trees appeared in the Middle Devonian, and they exceeded 8 meters in height. And for all you Americans who have never learned metric, that is 26 feet tall. Swamps were dominated by giant horsetails, club mosses, ancestral ferns, and scale trees. Scale trees were the true giants of the time, reaching 40 meters in height, or 131 feet. The late Devonian saw the origin of true spermatophytes, those are our seed plants, and progymnosperms. So these are the trees that would have appeared, they were like a sister taxa to true gymnosperms, kind of like prosauropods and sauropods. How did these vascular plants change the world? Well, rooted flora changes soil, and it means an increase in silicate weathering into carbonates. Whoop. This created soil, first off, because it didn't exist until rooted plants did. And this allows for more growth, and it creates a feedback loop, because now more plants can grow. Woo. On top of that, photosynthesis consumed carbon dioxide and put out high amounts of oxygen, triggering global climate temps to decrease. The rise of forest caused greater amounts of fine sediments to be retained on alluvial, which are these geologic features, and this increases the complexity of fluvial systems. The altering of soil compositions and resulting transport from rivers created anoxic black shales, ocean acidification, and ultimately the Devonian mass extinction. So it was mostly good if you didn't live in the ocean. Well, thanks for coming to today's lesson, and make sure you tune in tomorrow for some fun trivia. Fossilize you later.